Breaking news from the Duggar home. Jana Duggar is expecting a daughter. Her first baby, her first joy. Fans and family shower her with love. The Duggar household, known for its deep roots in faith, family values, and togetherness, has just been touched by a moment that feels almost like the turning of a new season. In a place where milestones have been celebrated in many forms over the years, a fresh wave of joy is sweeping through the home. Jana Duggar, often described as the calm anchor of the family, is expecting her first child. And not just any announcement, it's a baby girl. The moment, though monumental, was shared in the Duggar way, humble, sincere, and deeply personal. It was during what seemed to be an ordinary family dinner that this extraordinary news came to light. The evening began with laughter and light chatter, children's voices weaving through the background, and the familiar comfort of a home-cooked meal binding everyone together. Plates were passed, stories were told, and the rhythm of family life felt as timeless as ever. Yet beneath it all, Jana carried a quiet glow, one that hinted that something beautiful was waiting to be shared. As dessert was served, she and her husband rose together, hands clasped, exchanging a quick glance before Jana took a deep breath and spoke in a voice that trembled just slightly with emotion. "We have something special to share with all of you," she began, her eyes scanning the faces of those who had known her longest and loved her most. "We're expecting, and it's a baby girl." In that moment, the air seemed to shift. A wave of joy broke over the room, starting with stunned silence, then erupting into cheers, applause, and tears. Sisters leaped from their seats to hug her tightly, brothers offered warm handshakes and heartfelt words, and parents looked on with expressions that blended pride, gratitude, and the bittersweet awareness that their daughter was stepping into a new chapter of her life. For years, Jana has been a central figure in the Duggar home, often taking on the role of caregiver, mentor, and problem solver. She has been the one others turn to for comfort, advice, and steady leadership. She has celebrated the weddings and births of her siblings with genuine joy, never making these moments about herself. And now the spotlight has turned to her, not in a showy or self-centered way, but in the purest form of celebration, as she prepares to welcome her first child. Friends and family described Jana's reaction to motherhood as a blend of awe and determination. In private moments, she has admitted that the thought of becoming a mother feels both overwhelming and perfectly natural. "I always loved caring for children," she confided to a close friend, "but knowing that I'll soon hold my own daughter, it's hard to even put into words. It's a love I haven't met yet, but I can already feel it." Preparations for the baby have become a joyful project for Jana and her husband. The nursery, a sunny room with a large window overlooking the garden, is being transformed with careful attention to detail. The walls are painted in soft ivory with blush accents, creating a calm and welcoming atmosphere. A white wooden crib stands in the corner, draped with a quilt that Jana's mother sewed by hand. A small bookshelf is already filling with children's stories, some of them the very same titles Jana read to her younger siblings years ago. The couple has kept most of these preparations low-key, preferring to savor the process rather than rush through it. Jana has chosen simple but meaningful touches: a rocking chair passed down from her grandmother, a handmade mobile featuring tiny fabric flowers, and a framed family photo to hang above the crib. Every choice reflects a desire to fill her daughter's life with warmth, stability, and love from the very beginning. The Duggar family, true to their nature, has thrown themselves into supporting this new chapter. Jana's mother has shared her wisdom on everything from newborn care to balancing rest with responsibility. Her sisters have been enthusiastic advisors, offering baby gear, maternity clothes, and their own stories of first-time motherhood. Others have volunteered for practical tasks, from assembling furniture to helping with home repairs, making sure everything is ready well before the due date. Beyond the immediate family, the announcement has sparked an outpouring of love from fans and friends who have followed Jana's journey over the years. Social media feeds have been filled with messages of congratulations, many from people who say they've long admired Jana's quiet strength and selflessness. For them, seeing her step into motherhood feels like a moment they've been waiting for right alongside her. The gender reveal, though not public, was a memory Jana and her husband will never forget. It happened during a quiet afternoon at home. They had decided to keep the moment just between the two of them, opening the sealed envelope from the doctor while sitting together on the couch. Jana recalls how her hands shook as she unfolded the paper and read the words, "It's a girl." Tears streamed down her face as her husband wrapped her in a hug, both of them laughing and crying at the same time. "It was one of those moments you want to freeze forever," she says. "We just sat there, imagining our life with her, all the little things we can't wait to share." Her husband's excitement is just as palpable. Friends say he speaks about the baby often, already calling her our little miracle. He attends every appointment, takes part in every decision, and has been deeply involved in preparing their home. For him, this is not just Jana's journey, it is their journey, one they are walking together with equal devotion. As the due date inches closer, the anticipation grows. Plans are in motion for a baby shower that will reflect Jana's preference for intimacy and authenticity. It will be a small gathering of family and closest friends, filled with laughter, homemade food, and heartfelt moments. Jana wants the focus to be on connection rather than extravagance, believing that the truest celebrations are measured in the depth of love shared, not the size of the guest list. Of course, Jana is realistic about the challenges ahead. She knows that motherhood will bring sleepless nights, unexpected worries, and the humbling process of learning on the go. But she also knows that each difficulty will be matched and likely outweighed by moments of wonder. She often speaks about the values she hopes to pass on to her daughter: kindness, integrity, and the courage to live with both faith and compassion. For now, the Duggar home is a place of joyful preparation. The once quiet nursery will soon be filled with the sounds of life, soft cries in the night, the gentle hum of lullabies, and eventually, the bubbling laughter of a little girl who will grow up knowing she is loved beyond measure. Jana Duggar's first child is more than just a personal milestone. It is a moment that has united family, friends, and admirers in shared happiness. And as they count down the days until her arrival, there is a sense that this is not just the start of Jana's journey as a mother, but the beginning of a story that will be told with tenderness, joy, and unwavering love for years to come. Thanks for watching.